How you doing, PLR Game Changer family? So we're here today. This is my first video. I'm sorry if I sound a certain type of way. And if you hear anything in the background, it's probably because they've been sawing down the tree for the past couple of hours. Anyway, let's go. So this is my first post ever. I decided to do a video on it. 6 ways to make money using PLR products. And I actually came across this on Warrior Forum a long time ago, as you can see, August 17th, 2016. So and if you go to my website, I'm gonna have the link in the description. You can get the link to this as well and everything else. But anyways, the first method, you're gonna buy PLR products and you're gonna resell those as they are to customers. And what this basically means, it's basically like you're talking about selling PLR products without editing them or changing them up. You're just gonna like just sell it as it is to an end user, a person who's just gonna take it and use it for their own benefit, read it, gain the information and the knowledge they want to gain from it, and just use it for their own benefits. So, but see, the thing about this is that majority of good PLR providers, they won't allow you to do this because it's easier for them to be found. It's funny because in one of a good PLR provider that I know of, his name is Arun, my bad. Sorry if you're listening to this. I'm sorry, bro. I pronounced your name wrong. But he's another one of those people because he made a specific point in one of his books, and I believe that was How to Rebrand Your PLR. He said that if you put out a product like that and you don't change the name or you don't change anything else, and they decide to take one specific thing from that product and put it in Google and they find the PLR, they're going to be like, oh, wow, this is probably fake. It's a sham, this, that, and the third, and whatever. So this is a method, but I don't really suggest this because the point of using PLR is you're supposed to rebrand it. You're supposed to make it your own. You're supposed to switch something up about it. You're supposed to change it up so that people don't know that it is PLR. Because the fact of the matter is, over a bunch of years, since this PLR industry has started, like around 1999, 2000, PLR has been catching a bad reputation because a lot of people just been pushing PLR as just bad quality content and just rewriting whatever they can find online and selling it as PLR. But if you read this article in more detail on my website, you really understand. But that's basically the gist of that. That's a method, but I don't think that's a method you should go about doing because those are the repercussions. Number 2, acquire PLR products, combine them, and create attractive end user product packages and sell them. Now, there's nothing wrong with this as well. I've been hearing about this for years. People will buy many PLR packages. They'll rewrite some parts of them, move certain parts around, give away some parts for free, and then whatever they have left, they'll just combine it all and then they'll try to sell it online as a huge package. So this has been something that people like PLR buyers have been doing for a good amount of time. And I say this with the same thing with the first method. You've got to at least rewrite some portion of it. You've got to change the title. You've got to, change the graphics. You might even want to change the disclaimer. It depends, but it all depends on what you want your stuff to look like. And then, of course, you might have to even change the sales copy because you don't want that to look the same. Because people are just going to take the sales copy and then they're going to search on Google and they'd be like, okay, well, this is the same. So why should I buy this from this guy? I'll just buy this because I think this is what it is. You don't want to have to deal with that. Just change it up. Number 3, purchase PLR items and modify them to meet your customers' requirements and then sell them. So what this means is that basically you can purchase the PLR, change it up to whatever your customer's field is in, and then you sell it to them. One way that I've seen this or heard of this done is that people will be like people will buy a PLR product that's like basically how to stop smoking, but then they'll take that product, rewrite it, change it up, and then slant it towards someone who someone who may smoke a lot that's in a specific industry. Let's say dang, I don't even know who smokes a lot of, let's just say like what, a piano player, how to stop smoking for piano players or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll use a method like that. So let's just go with what I said. We're in the market of fitness, marketing to men ages 25-40. You can sell them weightlifting information, point them to products on Amazon. Then you can modify it, slant it for women. Because granted, you'll have to modify it because women probably won't do the same workouts that men will work. And then you can modify again for males who are older or women that are older. So it all depends on how you want to spin it, but the most important part is the slant. If you can figure out who you're slanting it to and what demographic you want to target, all of a sudden that one piece of PLR that you thought you couldn't use could be used in a whole different amount of ways in this one method. So, number 4, purchase PLR, you can modify it, and you're going to offer the modified version to sell as a unique PLR product itself. Now, this in itself is a little complicated because it's a little complicated. This is like you got to purchase the PLR, right? Modify it. So you're going to change it up, rewrite it, do whatever you got to do. And then you're going to sell the modified version as a unique product. However, the problem with this is that most PLR sellers who sell you the PLR product to begin with won't even allow you to sell it again as PLR. That will be defeating the purpose, because the point of them selling the PLR to you is not so you can sell the PLR to somebody else, regardless of if you rewrote the whole thing and it's completely different. The only way to get away with this, you would have to go and talk to the PLR seller who created the product in the first place, and then they'd have to okay it. But that, you don't even want to do that. Just don't even do that to begin with. Don't go buy somebody else's PLR, rewrite it, and then sell it as PLR again. That's not it. That's not okay. That will never be okay. Never. So I would say just if you really want to do this, make sure you get in contact with the PLR seller, but just don't do it unless it's really something you want to do and you and the PLR seller are cool. So number 5, purchase the PLR, modify it, and then you can sell the resale rights to your new product. Now, it's funny. I can call somebody out right now who does this from time to time. I don't really know if I want to say the name, but all I know is that when I did make this post, there was a guy by the name of Emmett Lowe that did put this strategy in his book. Unfortunately, he doesn't give away this book anymore. I still have it. I don't know if I can give it away right now, but I know if you take this right now, you take this title and you try to search it up in Google, I don't know if you're going to find this book. I don't. But it's a great book. It's a great book regardless. And basically what he says is that you buy the PLR product, you modify it, chop it up, rewrite it, change up the graphics, do whatever you got to do to it. And then you're going to sell them as end user consumer products, but then you're also going to sell resale rights to it. So instead of just selling it as an end user product, whoever buys it has personal use, they read it and learn whatever they want to learn from it. Instead of it just being that, they're going to also be able to sell the resale or the resell rights to it. So if they buy it from you and they get the resale rights, they're going to be able to sell it to whoever they want to sell it to. But that's when the resale rights stop. It's not master resale rights where if you buy it, say for example, if I'm selling it, you buy it from me and then you can go and sell it to anyone else, and then they have the rights to sell to anyone else, and then it can keep going on and on and on, which essentially devalues the product. It's not that. It's just resale rights, where if you buy it from me, you get the resale rights, and then in turn, you will be able to sell it to whoever you want to sell it to, but whoever you're selling it to won't be able to sell it. If they do that, then they'll be in some legal trouble, period. So that's number 5. So number 6, buy PLR and then resell them to different marketers. This kind of goes hand in hand with what is it, number 1, right? So this is kind of iffy, because it's like, why would you want to buy the PLR and then resell them to different marketers? I don't think you can really do that. That doesn't really make much sense, because the point of selling the PLR is to give the original PLR seller the sales, not for you to get sales by selling the PLR rights, because you can't do that. Usually can't do that. So, but there's a great, I provide a link here that provides great insight to how one person did this in a sense. And I think what he did is he ended up using unrestricted PLR. I don't think he used regular PLR, because I think he'd get caught up in a lot of BS if he used regular PLR. So I think he used unrestricted PLR, and he did this method. So if you want to find out more about that method, you just click on my link there. And so I added one more method. And this kind of goes hand in hand with number 1, too, a little bit, because it's like you're buying the PLR to create a unique selling product, which is basically an end user product. And then you're going to sell that unique product after it gets all of its sales and it dwindles down and it dies off. Then you're going to sell it as PLR. I feel like this is a method that a lot of marketers do today. Internet marketers, PLR sellers, PLR buyers, modifiers, etc. They do it a lot today. They'll buy a PLR product that's maybe low quality or maybe high quality, it depends. Rewrite it, change it up, turn it into a great product, and then they'll go and they'll sell it as an end product, get as much sales as they can get, and then after that's done, then they'll sell that product as PLR. Now, I'll say this much: with this method, you probably still want to get in contact with the original PLR seller, because it's still their PLR. So at the end of the day, you're selling PLR to something that was made from PLR. So you probably still want to get in contact with them. But the possibility of you getting away with this is a little bit higher than just rewriting it and just selling it as PLR. You get what I'm saying? Because if you just buy something from PLR seller, regardless if it's high or low quality, you rewrite it and then you sell it as PLR again, you're probably going to get caught quicker than rewriting it from the PLR seller, then selling it as an end user product. And then once the sales die down, then you sell it as PLR. You know what I'm saying? It's the odds of somebody not getting into legal trouble is higher that way. But you probably, as a form of respect, you still want to get in contact with the PLR seller who originally sold you that PLR, just to confirm, just to get it right, that you're clear and you're in the green with selling that product to your customers as PLR after you sold it X amount of times as an end product. As it says right here, this method is different because it talks about selling a product after it has been proven as a selling product on the market. So these are all of the 7. Technically it was 6, but I added one more. So I made it 7 to change it up a little bit. But you know what's most important overall, make sure you check your PLR license so you can effectively do this idea or any of these ideas because I'd hate for something to happen to you if you decide to abuse the rights that were given to you or break the rights that were given to you, and as a result of that, now you have legal repercussions and this, that, and other things you can deal with that you didn't have to deal with if you just abided by the license or abided by what the PLR seller told you if you got in contact with him or her. So I hope you gained some valuable information from this. This is my first video, so I apologize for how I sound and how I went about this. There's probably some things that you still don't understand, so if you don't understand, leave a comment down below, leave a like if you liked it, subscribe if you enjoyed. I'm going to try to come out with more videos. I'm probably going to do a video for every single blog post that I have here. It's not much. I probably only have like 20, in between 20 to 30 posts on my blog, but we're trying to change up a little bit. It's 2021, and it's about time I got on YouTube. So, PLR Game Changer signing out. Thank you for watching.